Cześć, witam was serdecznie, ja jestem Sana, to jest kolejny odcinek serii Dziedzictwa Hogwartu. Dzisiaj zaczniemy sobie od areny walki. Ostatnio odkryliśmy ten posąg tutaj. On odkrywa arenę walki, także zobaczymy jak nam pójdzie. No i co, zapraszam was do oglądania. Co my tu mamy? Nie wiem co to jest, użyjmy to. Może nas to wspomoże? Mamy pierwszego przeciwnika! Kurde, twardy on jest. No, starożytną magią też może nie za wiele zrobiliśmy. Dobra, padł. Fala druga. Tym razem wilki. Kapusty wypuszczone. Kurde, no stop. No nie ma czasu na atak. Ej, te kapusty sobie całkiem nieźle radzą z tymi wilkami. Momentalnie padły. Dobra, fala trzecia. Tam kolegę kowadłem. Kolejna fala ukończona. Fala czwarta. Teraz będzie pewnie szajba. Kurde. No, dajcie mi cokolwiek zrobić. Nie chciałem akurat wilka, no ale dobra. Zawsze to jednego mniej. Boż, kurde, tu jeszcze ten pająk. Za chwilę to my zużyjemy wszystkie eliksiry lecznicze. Dobra, zajmiemy się tym wilkiem. Na spokojnie teraz możemy walczyć z tym trolem. Kurde, nie za wiele mu robimy tą starożytną magią. Ale w pojedynkę on nie jest taki znowu ciężki. Dwa uniki i blok. Te uniki też można. Ale przeważnie dwa uniki i jeden blok na koniec. Także nie jest ciężki. Oj, udało nam się jeszcze złapać ten kamień. Rzucić. Pięknie. Kolejna fala ukończona. Ile tych fal jeszcze jest? Ostatnia fala. O! To teraz się spodziewam szajby. O, pięknie to wyszło. No gdzie? Mi tu atak przerywasz. Tego ubijemy. Powiem wam, że ta fala nie jest wcale taka prosta. O kurde. Jaki fart. Mamy tu jakieś te? Mamy, dobra, to rzucimy to, niech to gryzie. Pomożemy się trochę roślinami. Kurde, zostało nam 6 mikstur leczniczych. No gdzie znowu ty? Kurde, no zmienili się miejscami. Jakbym tych małych wybił, to z dużymi potem sobie na lajcie poradzimy. Fuck. No, tym razem się mu nie udało, już tam leciał na nas. I znowu, kurde. Podstawowym zaklęciem to my nie za wiele robimy, widzę. Po 15 obrażeń? Dobra, dokończmy jednego. Został nam ten jeden. Jeden to już jest nie problem. Dobra. No i mamy to. Co my tu dostaniemy za zwycięstwo? Powtórz wyzwanie? Nie, nie chcemy powtórzyć. Powrót do Highlandów. Damy. Dostaliśmy coś za ukończenie areny walki? To jest po prostu trening walki. Mamy tu coś? Za to? Mamy talenty, ale talenty sobie zostawimy na razie. W wyzwaniach też nic. Czyli ta arena walki nie daje nam nic? Chociaż dostaliśmy parę wyzwań do odebrania, ale to już jest z wcześniejszych walk chyba. No tu też mamy parę rzeczy do odebrania, nieodebranych jeszcze. Dobra. Tutaj mamy coś? Nie mamy nic. Strony przewodnika. Coś jest. Dobra. Chodźmy. Lecimy w końcu do tego Sebastiana. Bo lecimy cały poprzedni odcinek i nie możemy dolecieć. Także teraz lecimy wprost do Sebastiana. Nigdzie się nie zatrzymujemy już. No i jesteśmy. Zobaczmy, co tu się z Sebastianem dzieje. Może nas nauczy kolejnego zaklęcia.
You made it.
A udało nam się, udało. Dotarliśmy w końcu.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way.
Dobra, prowadź do swojego wujka. Zaraz go poznamy.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
No to idziemy.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is
No, to wujek od razu szajba.
more. When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind,
Spoko.
I just need a moment alone.
Spoko, spoko, Sebastian, to wujek tu od pierwsza. Idziemy tam pogadać z nim.
Not the visit he'd hoped for.
Co
I'm
to się
sorry
dzieje?
about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult.
Revelio.
Macie tu co na chałupie? Tu jest list. To nas nie interesuje. Nie ma żadnych bogactw. No to porozmawiajmy z nią.
I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new fifth year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met on my first day at Hogwarts, in the Slytherin common room.
Oh, the common room. I adored teasing first years about spotting mermaids through the window. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
Mogę spróbować i Sebastian podjął decyzję. No to jest decyzja Sebastiana. Sebastian podjął
I'm
decyzję.
afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
Dobra, ale gdzie jest ten wujek? Z nim musimy pogadać. Tu jest.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Dobra, wujkowi wciśliśmy ściemę. A teraz idziemy do Sebastiana i robimy swoje dalej.
Listen to me. She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
Ciekawe, co to za klątwa jest.
Capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
Dawaj, Sebastianie, rozwiążemy tą klątwę.
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Czyli tam była rzucona na nią klątwa, tak?
Expected to dig through this rubble. Ranrock knows what he's
O, koledzy.
honored to be a part of it.
Wizard Kane will
Kurde, super. Pięknie.
You've made your last
O kurde, jest boss.
mistake.
Przyszedł szef.
Stop it!
Co mnie uderzyło?
I will make you. How nice and lucky. Rather unwise. Coming back this way.
Dobra, chyba wszyscy. Nie, jeszcze nie wszyscy. Zerwaliśmy teraz mocno.
I confess, that was a bit more than I bargained for. I tried
Dobra,
to
ale
warn you.
teraz to już wszyscy są. To pewnie się da naprawić, ale... Nie naprawiamy tego, idziemy za Sebastianem. Ale tego woreczka jeszcze nie popuścimy. Chociaż to nic nie dające rękawice pojedynkowe. Co on taki
Those
przygarbiony tu
loyalists
stoi?
deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason.
Dobra, no to przeszukajmy. Tu jest coś. Co to jest? Piec?
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries
Został
ago.
tylko piec po domu?
But that's all I ever heard.
Revelio.
Nie no, my tam mamy szukać. Trochę się rozpędziliśmy. Co tu mamy
I've
do
heard
szukania?
goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
Wiejąc.
It's a
To
wonder
się
the
rozwalić
ministry
nie da.
isn't doing more.
Jest tu... Aha, tam jest coś.
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Revelio.
Teraz na górę, tam też. Dwie rzeczy chyba się świecą. Podświetlone są. Studnia. I tu coś w domu. Macie w ruinach tego domu.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this
No to
was
bardziej wygląda to,
intentional.
jakby ktoś przypalił specjalnie tą twarz.
Revelio.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean?
Właśnie, to jest to miejsce z...
Give me a moment.
Ze
I'll explain in
wspomnienia.
a second.
To jest to miejsce ze wspomnienia, jak zamieniali krainę z suszy. Ta dziewczynka tam była na dole wtedy.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason.
O, tutaj mamy coś.
Is it from
Only one way to find out.
Revelio.
Zejście do jakiejś
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
komnaty w
Might
piwnicy?
be something here?
Nie, no to jest
worth a closer
piwnica.
look.
It's simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Da się tylko zapalić? Nie da się.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Da się nie da rozbić? Da się. Mamy tutaj ukryte jednak przejście.
I can see the Undercroft.
What?
O, to jest takie samo jak było wtedy do
Because
banku.
that happens to me too.
Aha, musimy wytłumaczyć
I know it
Sebastianowi.
sounds strange, but
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my
Dobra.
breath.
Jeśli da się w to wejść, to wejdźmy w to od razu. Krypta, o! Brzmi ciekawie.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
Zobaczmy na to.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in
Te
the
rysunki
notes?
wyglądają jak te, które przekręcają te ruchome podłogi
A
w...
rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not. Is it connected to our common room?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Dobra, będziemy czekali, aż się skontaktujesz, bo będziemy liczyli na kolejne zaklęcie. Ale co my tu mamy jeszcze? Tutaj coś jest. Wieża obrony jest przed czarną magią. Czyli tam będzie prawdopodobnie kolejna próba, tak? My tam chcemy teraz wchodzić? A nie, tu jest wyjście. Nie będzie tu próby. Dobra, idziemy sobie teraz do naszego pokoju. Pogadamy sobie ze Smykiem. Co to jest? Sala Herodiany. Nie, no to sobie zrobimy w przyszłym odcinku, myślę. Jak będzie na to czas. A na razie mknijmy do naszego pokoju. To jest chyba to. Pogadajmy ze Smykiem. Kurde, nie mamy szybkiej podróży prosto do pokoju? Ale w sumie to jest niedaleko też to.
Deke. Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howard said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where.
I w tym miejscu, drodzy Państwo, skończymy sobie odcinek. Zaczniemy sobie w przyszłym odcinku kończyć tą historię. Także jeśli się podobało, zostawcie łapkę w górę. Jeśli się nie podobało, możecie zostawić łapkę w dół. Każda aktywność pod filmem jest mile widzialna. Zapraszam do subskrypcji i do oglądania poprzednich materiałów. Także widzimy się w następnym. Trzymajcie się, cześć!